Welding tips. Tip 1. Current setting. The correct current, or amperage, setting primarily depends on the diameter and type of electrode selected. For example, a 1x8" 6010 rod runs well from 75 to 125 amps, while a 5x32" 7018 rod welds at currents up to 220 amps. The side of the electrode box usually indicates operating ranges. Select an amperage based on the material's thickness, welding position, and observation of the finished weld. Most new welding machines have a permanent label that recommends amperage settings for a variety of electrodes and material thicknesses. Tip 2. Length of arc. The correct arc length varies with each electrode and application. As a good starting point, arc length should not exceed the diameter of the metal portion, core, of the electrode. Holding the electrode too closely decreases welding voltage. This creates an erratic arc that may extinguish itself or cause the rod to freeze, as well as produces a weld bead with a high crown. Excessively long arcs produce spatter, low deposition rates, undercuts, and maybe porosity. Many beginners weld with too long of an arc, so they produce rough beads with lots of spatter. A little practice will show you that a tight, controlled arc length improves bead appearance, creates a narrower bead and minimizes spatter. Tip 3. Angle of the travel. Stick welding in the flat, horizontal and overhead position uses a drag or backhand welding technique. Hold the rod perpendicular to the joint and tilt the top of the electrode in the direction of travel approximately 5 to 15 degrees. For welding vertical up, use a push or forehand technique and tilt the top of the rod 15 degrees away from the direction of travel. Tip 4. Manipulation. Each welder manipulates or weaves the electrode in a unique style. Develop your own style by observing others, practicing and creating a method that produces good results for you. Note that on material 1x4" and thinner, weaving the rod typically creates a bead that is wider than necessary. In many instances, plain, straight ahead travel works fine.